Most welcome to the next video, and today we will actually go through one of my very recent blitz games. I just played it, what can it be, 30 minutes ago. And yeah, just tell me if you think that it can be interesting that I show blitz games sometimes. I actually thought it could be a bit entertaining because it is a short attacking game, and I use the same line as I commented in the previous video with my games from the Six Nations, Magnusson, Carlfors. So you'll find it in the playlist just for fun, or yeah, it is one of the most recent videos, the previous one when I record this. So I play on lichess, and one of my accounts that I use, I have different accounts, so I don't show everything what I do. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you know that one of my honorable names on lichess is OinkOinkMaster. So I play another great player, ZantaWb. So yeah, lichess is a place for fun, at least intended to be funny names. I go up and down in blitz a little bit. When I am in good shape, I can maybe peak on low 2300, but now going a little bit between 2150 and 2200 plus, little up and down. I always promise myself to improve, and promises are nice. They are promises. So here we go. And if you want to see the the moves and the timestamps, click on the open the description. And if you want to support me, like the video and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Okay, I was white playing pawn to echo 4, pawn to echo 4, and I chose to play a quite slow blitz game. 5 minutes with 3 seconds increment. I normally play this or 3 minutes with 2 seconds increment. But as I type the moves, 3 to 2, often the endings just depend on how fast I can type. So I make it a little easier for me to play 5 to 3, although the opposition there is a bit weaker. My opponent went for Charlie 6. Pawn to Charlie 6. And I went for Knight Foxtrot 3. Knight to Foxtrot 3. Black pushed pawn to Delta 5. Pawn to Delta 5. And I exchanged Echo takes Delta 5, Echo takes Delta 5. Black recaptures, Charlie takes Delta 5, Charlie takes Delta 5. And I pushed pawn to Delta 4. Pawn to Delta 4. We have the same position as in Magnusson, Carlfors. I go through it a little quicker because the one who is interested in more discussion about this line can find it all there. Black played Knight to Charlie 6. Knight to Charlie 6, and I plonked Knight to Echo 5. Knight to Echo 5. So, in this position, Carlfors played the better move, Knight Foxtrot 6, but my opponent played pawn to Echo 6. Pawn to Echo 6. And here I started to think a little bit. I knew that this shouldn't be the best move, and I thought maybe I don't need to play Bishop Bravo 5. It seems Stockfish likes Bishop Bravo 5 pretty much and gives white 0.18 pawns up after that. But I thought it made sense and what a bit fun to try to play more directly for the kingside assault. So I played pawn to Charlie 3. Pawn to Charlie 3. The idea with this move is that I can now play bishop delta 3 without dropping the pawn on delta 4. Now that one is protected. Black played bishop delta 6, bishop to delta 6. And now according to Stockfish, black has a slight edge. Here I started to think a little bit more. Yeah, when I say it's a 5-minute blitz game, so you don't think that long. Maybe I took 15-20 seconds, and then I decided to go for it. I played pawn to foxtrot 4. Pawn to foxtrot 4. Yeah, it breaks some principles. I make a lot of pawn moves. And the only piece that is the... I have moved the knight twice also, so I break a lot of the opening rules. On the other hand, I have space, and just give me a couple of moves, then I am developed, at least partly. So my idea is simply, if black gives me the chance, play bishop delta 3, maybe golf 4, golf 5, go for the attack, or like it became in the game. So black played knight golf echo 7. Knight golf echo 7. This is a pretty good move, but the best seems to be, after just a quick check with Stockfish, knight hotel 6. It ranks higher than black would have, maybe 0.17 pawns up, so it is, I would call it equal. It is remarkable anyway that knight foxtrot 6 is a very weak move. It doesn't come up even as among the 5 best moves for black in this position, because white can then start the attack, knight delta 2, maybe play queen foxtrot 3, golf 4, golf 5, go for it simply. So the knight on foxtrot 6 helps white gaining even more valuable time for the attack. But knight golf echo 7 is also, that is a second best move according to Stockfish after knight hotel 6. So I just continued bishop delta 3. That was the idea when I played Charlie 3 earlier. So bishop to delta 3. And now black castled kingside. Castles kingside. And I thought it was a good idea. I played castles kingside myself. So I think I was probably down to 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes, 20 seconds now. I think my opponent had played a little bit faster than me. Not so much of a difference. But now it comes a very interesting stage in the game. Black played foxtrot 6. Foxtrot 6. This is actually the best move according to Stockfish. And it gives black some advantage. I think Stockfish wanted white simply to retreat knight foxtrot 3 here or something. But I thought that chess is not for the faint-hearted, so I went for it. Queen to hotel 5. Queen to hotel 5. Now I think I had something. Yeah, I think I remember actually 3 minutes and 48 seconds. My opponent had 4:25 or something. But this is a very critical situation. The best move for black would be knight foxtrot 5. And Stockfish gives black an advantage of 0.44 pawns. Well, almost half a pawn. Nothing to be especially worried about, I would say. It is a blitz game, and the one with attacking chances often is for choice in blitz games. It's often more difficult to defend even an advantageous position. Stockfish wanted me to then reply with knight to golf 4, knight to echo 3. If I have had this position, I probably would have gone knight foxtrot 3, followed by G4, or maybe G4 directly. Not pretending that I would be better than Stockfish or anything, but I would have tried to keep more attacking power in the position. Knight G4 blocks the G pawn. So if I had been faced with Knight Foxtrot 5, I probably would have committed a weaker move, but that could maybe give me some winning chances as well. As you know, we have to be pragmatic, especially in blitz games. But it's also very interesting to note that if Black would play instead Hotel 6 in this position, then White should simply sacrifice the knight on Echo 5, according to Stockfish. This gives a line, knight delta 2, Foxtrot takes the knight on Echo 5, Foxtrot from Foxtrot 4 captures on Echo 5, we exchange rooks, Rook takes Foxtrot to 1 check, Knight takes Foxtrot to 1, and then it finally ends in perpetual check. White goes for the bishop takes Hotel 6 sacrifice, and then goes back and forth and checks the Black king. So Knight Foxtrot 5 gives Black significant or slight advantage at least. The second best move, Hotel 6, gives a draw. But the Foxtrot 5 instead, from Hotel 6, Knight Foxtrot 5, then White is clearly for choice. White can just build up the kingside attack a little bit slower, but nevertheless. But the move that my opponent chose is maybe even weaker. He played pawn to Golf 6. Pawn to Golf 6. Of course, my opponent fought for maybe 40 seconds or something. He had slightly less time than me now. Maybe he had 3:30 against my 3:48. And so he gave me some time to calculate. So I immediately slapped. Knight takes Golf 6. Knight takes Golf 6, and now it's over. White is a clear pawn up. Clear pawn, what do you say? Crazy coach, you might reply, he can just take it. And so he did. He played Knight takes Knight. Knight takes Golf 6. Knight takes Golf 6. And I played Bishop takes Golf 6. Bishop takes Golf 6. So here, the only move that doesn't lose on the spot is Queen. Queen has to go to the 7th rank and protect Hotel 7. But then it's just that I have won a pawn, and not just a pawn in general, one of the most important for the protection of the Black king. I could probably go for Rook Foxtrot 3 immediately, but in a blitz game, as I said, be pragmatic. Probably I would have retreated the bishop, maybe to Charlie 2, and then simply develop Knight Delta 2, Foxtrot 3. Play a game with the pawn up. Maybe Rook Foxtrot 3 and Rook to Golf 3 could have been played also. So I would move more, transfer even more forces to the king side. But luckily for us, Black accepted the sacrifice. Hotel takes Golf 6. Hotel takes Golf 6. And White captures. Queen takes Golf 6 check. Queen takes Golf 6. And Black plays King Hotel 8. King Hotel 8. And now it comes Rook Foxtrot 3. Rook Foxtrot 3. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to show them this line. For those of you who are maybe not so familiar of this way of playing with the Foxtrot 4 setups and so on, that it's a very common theme that you sacrifice to get the G and H pawns from Black, and then you make the rook lift Rook Foxtrot 3. So this is something that you should have in mind. And if you play black, watch out for it. Now I'm threatening rook hotel 3. So black played pawn to echo 5. Pawn to echo 5. And I played pawn to foxtrot 5. Pawn to foxtrot 5. That means that the bishop that was open from Charlie 8 that covered hotel 3 now can't cover it. And of course black can play bishop takes foxtrot 5, but I just recapture with rook, and then okay, I can go to hotel 5 instead of hotel 3. No problem at all. So black resigned. So I hope you could find this game a little bit enjoyable. My experiment with Charlie 3 and Foxtrot 4 doesn't really match the criteria from the tough coaches, the chess engines of today. But yeah, not so bad idea anyway in the blitz game. And you can also have this pattern of piece sacrifice put it in your memory bank, and with the follow up with the rook blitz, rook foxtrot 3 to hotel 3. So yeah, this was a little different content than I usually give, but I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for now, and there will come more games soon.